So from that standpoint, I always support Republican democracy. But as far as the situation in our country is concerned, we have to think very seriously about it. And it is the people themselves who have to decide, not the political, not the politicians of specific parties. I don't think that they have the right to decide whether to eradicate monarchy or whether to entrench them monarchy. It is for the people to decide. But at the moment, what I've seen that some political leaders in our country are trying to impose the will on the people, and that is, I think, very much preposterous and outrageous.
Do you think maybe someday they could have a referendum so that people could decide what kind of system they want, or what kind of, whether they want monarchy or not? Maybe referendum would be the best scenario.
I think, I think that is one of the best options, because that is one of the ways of allowing people to vent their ideas, their feelings towards the institution of monarchy. Because first of all, you have to know what is the mandate of the people, and that is one of the ways of having the mandate of the people. So it could be. The only thing is that, don't try to impose your will on the people. Because, by imposing your will on the people, you are denigrating the people, you are disrespecting the people. And by disrespecting the people and denigrating the people, you can't uphold democracy.
You are right. It should be people, and people should get opportunity to decide. And in the meantime, I hope whatever system people decide to have, and looks like they can have Republic Nepal or whatever, and they're saying that after the election of Constituent Assembly, everything will be solved. I hope no one will have to leave Nepal. I pray on that part. No one has to, neither monarchy or royalist or whoever party, no one has to leave Nepal. Everybody in New Nepal, making a new Nepal, everybody should have opportunity to contribute, and we need everybody. We need royalist, we need king, whatever position he could get. Maybe he should be able to live there as a citizen too, instead of going to other country. Because when they go to other country, we have seen that their followers will follow with them, and who knows, they may start to revolt again. We don't need too much revolt. We just have political revolution and so many people killed. Now, after the election, it is our time for economic revolution. So in economic revolution time, king or royalist or whoever has to leave Nepal, if they stay in Nepal, they could contribute a lot. So that is my opinion, and that is my hope, that no one has to leave Nepal.
That's right. I appreciate your feeling that we have to develop some sort of reconciliation, or conciliation among different forces. That's very nice. That's very appreciative. But let's see what is, to unfold. We have to see, and the future will tell.
Have you been observing recent agreement with Tarai Morcha, with the present government?
Yeah, I read in the news, I got that the government has entered into an agreement with the United Democratic Madhesi Front. It is, it's a good thing to have an agreement per se. But at the moment, I don't think that, I don't think that it will give some sort of permanent solution to the problems of the Tarai. Because, I think this agreement has been done in a haste, and there are certain things that have to be addressed very seriously. And one thing that has been clearly mentioned in 8-point agreement that has been recently signed between the government and the United Democratic Mothership Front, I would like to point out one thing. The government has said, in the agreement it has been said that all the federal units will be given autonomy. As far as autonomy is concerned, it's a very explosive issue, and it can be interpreted in many ways, and it can be taken in many ways by political forces. Sometimes it can be used as a bridgehead to do something further, to promote something further. Sure, I'm not, I don't think that, it is a permanent solution. It might be the beginning of some new problems too. Because, it's a very serious issue. The issue of Tarai is a very serious issue. Don't take it lightly. They have already said that they want the right to self-determination and autonomy. When it comes to right to self-determination and autonomy, sometimes it is very closer to a separate state too. Because sometimes it becomes, I'm not blaming the Tarai people. I'm not blaming the leaders of the Tarai or the political forces of the Tarai, but sometimes it happens, it has been in the world, who have seen that experience, that, the right, demand for autonomy or the demand for the right to self-determination sometimes are used as a prelude to separatism or secession or a separate state. Hopefully, let us hope, it doesn't go to that extent. So that is why I don't think that, we can be fully satisfied at this point of time. We have to see what happens in future and how will it be taken by the political forces. I have read in the news already, that there are some political forces that have already opposed this agreement on the grounds that it might undermine our national integrity and sovereignty. So that is why we have to be, we can't make any prediction at the moment. Just in a cursory look, it seems good, but we have to think about it very seriously.
Yeah, I think you are right. Actually, in day-to-day life, people from Tarai have been deprived too. If we look at the army, the percentage of people from Tarai is almost nil, almost zero. If you go to any ministries or any department, you hardly find less than 10% people. Not only Tarai people, if we go back to different communities, only some Brahmin, Kshatriya, and Newar, we hardly find other ethnic people in our ministries or department. So not only Tarai people, from now on we should be, everyone should be conscious that everybody should get equal opportunity, equal rights, equal education, so that in New Nepal, everybody will have, each and every individual could have a dream that what they want to be, and they will have means, the government should provide means to get that. So the basic point is, I think whoever in government should address the demand whenever, wherever there is a demand. It cannot be neglected, it should be addressed. So until now, I think whatever happening now is that some group of people, definitely some group of people enjoyed the system, enjoyed the facility, and rest of the ethnic people from Tarai. Just for an example, how many, if we look back the population of Tarai, how many engineers are there from Tarai? Most of them people from Tarai, we see them overseas.